Correct.
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 I was halfway through simping. That was bad.
How are you guys feeling today?
Not great on my character sheet. Oh, I found it. I feel great.
Like you're gonna destroy us.
Oh.
Yeah, we're cornered right now, aren't we?
Aren't we shoving ourselves through tiny holes in the sewer?
Yeah.
Yeah, so re-listening and editing the episode, I don't know if I really best described it. We'll kind of describe it as, like, there's a big chunk of the metal missing in the sewer pipe. That's probably, we'll say it's about, like, 3 feet wide. And we'll say that the piping is about, like, that hole is about, like, 3 feet wide, and then you just have to kind of crawl through the dirt. Junior dug through there a little bit himself. He didn't have to get too far, apparently. So even if you do get through, you might have to worry about whatever's coming behind you. But, yeah, that's where you guys are at now. Oh, you know what? I should double-check something, too. And I'll probably... Well, you know what? So... I always say I'll probably cut this out, and then, like, future me is like, oh, now I gotta cut it out. Because...
go ahead, finish what you're saying.
Because one of you guys rolled, and you were able to hold 2, and you only used 1, and you said you wanted to hold on to the other. I think it was mine. Yes.
I think, yeah, I have the other one still.
I just wanted to clarify. So we have the giant monster rat cluster thing is approaching, as well as 2 some sort of life forms that are approaching us, like, via radar.
Yeah. Is there
correct?
Like I don't know if this is a big ask or not, but is there a way to, like, do you have, like, a map of the like, sewers, like, where we are in position without giving anything away, but, like, where like what's coming towards us? Or can you, like, re-describe it if you can't map?
Sure, I will happily re-describe it. Because I don't think... Yeah?
Sorry to interrupt. I didn't do my, like, start of the mystery thing yet, right?
Yes, yep.
Okay.
Yep, that was another thing that I wanted to take care of as well.
Sorry for interrupting.
I do believe that Jeremiah has it was a read a bad situation. And that's what we were holding out on. So you still have a hold 1 for that. And we still have the beginning thing for the initiate. So for me to re-describe the sewers, you guys entered the sewers. So you can kind of imagine the whole town of flats from above, and then you guys entered the sewers around near the southeast entrance, and you guys have been walking through the sewers for quite a while now, for probably about an hour or 2. And through that, you guys had slowly managed to make your way around this rat monster, and managed to dodge that, thankfully, due to both, Hold'em and William being able to, have good rolls and being able to not only sense where the monster is, but be able to light the way. And you guys managed to find near the northern part of the sewer system, because the sewer system is very isolated to flats because there isn't a large enough, while the city is like 30 minutes away, it's not close enough where they... manage that sewage. Flats most likely has their own sewage processing plant, a rather small one. And there was a part of the piping where a large hole was missing in the piping, as if it had been rusting away or had been busted open, where it most likely just peeled away. But a lot of the parasite worms have been finding their way into the sewer through this hole. As you can see, like, smaller holes through the dirt. There have been some holes in the pipe as well, but it has most likely just been the easiest entrance, as well as being one of the closest points to the sewers from the nuclear testing site, which is northwest of Flats. As for really spacing, I really didn't give an immediate idea of how far they are. You guys Gabe got the sense, or William got the sense, that the two individuals, most likely the sheriff and the criminal, were near where the entrance to Flats, like near where the sewer entrance was, which was an hour or two away from where you guys first came into the sewers. As for the rat monster, you sensed that while I didn't give a very immediate sense of how the sewer system is set up, I would say you have about 5 minutes before it comes down the sewers and is able to see the rest of you.
Yikes!
That is where we are now. William, also sent Junior through, who had a very kind of surprised reaction to seeing what was on the other side, but it was a very quick dig, and it seems like whatever is through here, it is only about 5 or 6 feet through the dirt, and it is not very far at all. Alright, as for the initiate.
Yes.
When you are in good standing with your sect, at the beginning of each mystery. Yeah, we'll say we're on good standing. Give me a roll plus charm.
Oh, that's an 8.
That's an 8. On a 7 to 9, you get a mission associated with the mystery, and if you do it, you'll get some info or help, too.
Okay.
I knew this was something that we had to do, but I didn't immediately think of a very good answer. I would say that a main mission for you right now, given to you by Tex, is that Tex is very curious about these meteorites or whatever that they've been talking about, especially if there is one on the way. Tex is very curious about the whatever is giving, George and the Order their power, and if that kind of similar thing is what is causing the is causing all of these parasite things to happen. If you can find the source, document it through any pictures or anything like that, and just see if you can find it.
Okay.
But especially document it and see if you can even take it if possible. But I think documenting it is the biggest thing.
Okie dokie.
All right. And now, as for the present, we find ourselves in the sewer, where the group of you can very quietly in the distance hear the slosh of whatever it is this creature is slowly coming down around the sewers and towards your direction.
Could I... I don't have a great investigate stat, but might as well do it. Could I do investigate a mystery, specifically with maybe seeing if there is another passage that is hidden that we could find to the other side?
Sure.
Of the dirt wall.
Sure. Roll me...
Maybe
read a bad situation.
Okay. That is a 9. Straight up.
9. Okay, 7 and 9 hold 1. I'm going to send the questions your way, but I will also be restating them. I forgot I don't immediately have Discord open on my laptop because my internet connection sucks.
Hell yeah.
Reopening Discord and talking
Sing
out
it.
my ass. And here are the questions. What's my best way in? What's my best way out? Are there any dangers we haven't noticed? What's the biggest threat? What's most vulnerable to me? And what's the best way to protect the victims? I need to ask one.
I think it's what's my best way in. rather
Okay.
than specifically into that where a junior is.
Sure. Let's describe the immediate setting in more detail. So we will say that imagine the sewer is probably about, it is round and it is about 8 feet in diameter, in height. And along the bottom, you guys have found there is like water flowing, very dirty water. You can only assume that has been flowing along your feet. And this was kind of a turn down another sewer that has led to a sort of pseudo dead end where on the right side of the wall is this large dirt patch that if you work together and work quickly, you could manage to dig through and get through before this creature manages to come. But then the worry comes, will it just follow through the hole? While to a bit farther down the tunnel, it seems like a dead end, but as the group is investigating this hole and not quite sure what to do, Cliff, you run down the sewer a little bit farther, and you manage to see... Hold'em, actually, you notice, Cliff running down, and you point the light that way. And what now looked like a dead end, you realize that near the side of the sewer pipe is almost like a curved door that might lead to a, like a processing plant or something like that, that is almost curved into the piping. And if Cliff hadn't moved down to investigate further, the light would have never hit the door and you wouldn't have even noticed it. And Cliff, as you go to the door, it is a heavily reinforced door. It has a very large lock mechanism on it that seems to be locked from the other side. But if you guys could manage to get through that door and then be able to relock it, it's something that is almost airtight and secure enough that this creature won't be able to follow you.
Does anyone know how to pick a lock?
I could try to finagle something. Do you have something, William?
Define something.
Like something to pick a lock with, or...
I have a lucky paperclip.
I adore
Can
William.
Can you pick locks with it?
Sure.
William, you hear
Ever
Vita,
tried?
you hear Vita in your head. I can squeeze part of your body into the lock mechanism and attempt something that way.
Yeah, but the paperclip sounds more fun. No.
You're right, it does.
Let's do that.
Okay. William, I want you to roll... just give me a roll plus weird.
Alright, one moment.
Wasn't the SpongeBob episode, wasn't Paperclip one like the three? Oh no, it was a penny, a chip, and
Use napkin.
use that. Yeah,
Yeah.
That's weird.
The
plus
paperclip
weird.
was from the Alaskan bullworm. S for SpongeBob, S for Sandy.
That way they can identify our bodies.
yeah.
That's a 5.
It's a 5.
Wait,
if
do you
Hold'em tries
have
to
not
hop
any
out-
weird?
Yeah, I get. Shine my light. I guess
I'm shocked that
in
William doesn't have.
that general direction.
I'm shocked that William does not have a more of weird. That's interesting.
William himself isn't very weird. It is just he has a strange Venom-like relationship with a weird entity.
Fair.
Wait, what
That's an 8.
It's not weird.
That is an 8 on a 7 to 9. Your help grants them, well, in your case now, +2 to
Plus
their roll.
2.
But you expose yourself to trouble or danger. With that,
All right.
that brings your plus weird roll to a 7 to 9. You manage, it is almost weird because Cliff managed to find this door, and now the group is now running towards the door. First, William and Hold'em to run down there. Even Junior actually kind of digs his way back through the dirt and then hops back down into the sewage, and then you kind of hear him trotting through the very gross water. And you two manage to make it to the door, and you guys can see this lock mechanism. And it is very large, kind of heavy metal lock that is baked into the door. And in a very strange way, Hold'em, you watch as you're holding this light towards the door. William takes his right palm, and I think you can tell he's not too sure what to do, but his almost like his body kind of acts on his own, which you can only guess is Vita doing this. And his pointer finger almost extends in a very strange way and curves into one of the lock mechanisms into the door. And you can hear it very slowly kind of playing around with the door, as if trying to find the right angle and the right pattern to unlock this door, as if someone was playing with, lock-picking tools. And you were all very worried for a moment as you were all waiting on Vita to open this door, and the sloshing becomes much louder, and you can hear the of the squeaking rats that are slowly making their way over. And
wait, I'm sorry. Can you do that one more time?
That sounded a lot more like monstrous the first time you did it.
Yeah.
And I was really impressed.
It sounded a lot more warped the first time, and the second time it was just like.
It's like a toddler just being like, just this cacophony of squeaking and I was about to say squawking. That's not a sound that rats make, but it's squawking because it's strange and weird and scary, and it is incredibly anxiety-inducing because it is just waiting on Vita to open this door as this thing is coming down the pipeline. And you can hear it make its way... You can hear the monster make its way around the corner. Hold'em, do you... it seems like Vita's almost got it. Do you turn the light to look at the monster, or do you just keep it on the lock?
I think I keep it on the lock.
Okay.
I gotta make sure it gets open.
I think you guys can't quite see it. I think there is a very dim light in that direction just because of Hold'em's own light. And you can see this silhouette of what looks to be of a humanoid shape, except the entire silhouette is constantly moving, as if the skin itself is almost covered in different rats and creatures, and it is facing in your direction, and you are all sweating as, like, please get this door open. And you hear the click of the door, and William, your finger immediately just kind of zoop, like comes right back to you, and in a moment of almost inhuman strength, you grab the very large turning handle on the door and open it very easily, causing a large on the door, and you guys manage to pull open the door.
That's what we call
Shut up! Everybody get in!
this is outside of the context. Adrenaline, that's what I was trying to say.
Sorry, I just imagined William and that's what we call...
Just
fucking Dennis is
trying to nail the perfect end line right there, and then everyone's just like, shut the fuck up! Go!
So I will say, unless you guys say differently, I assume everybody runs in.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to deal with 300 rats in a trench coat.
Sure. So, who is the last one to close the door?
I'll let it be little old me.
I think in a very strange roundabout way where I think Cliff is just like, everybody get in. Cliff is like, why am I the last one to close the door? And you have to like grab this incredibly heavy door and you are pulling it in towards you as you hear this thing has gained speed and it sounds so much louder now. And you manage to pull the door closed and adrenaline pumping through you, you lock the door mechanism, and you just hear all of the sounds on the other side, now much more muffled through the heavy metal door, as well as a hard, like, pounding on the metal door.
It's a puppy.
Well, I don't think it's a puppy.
It's a puppy.
Well, we did it, I guess.
I'm really, really impressed with how you picked that door, because in all of my years of lockpicking, that was quick work.
You could pick locks this whole time.
Yeah, but a paperclip sounded more fun.
See, I told you.
William, you hear Vita, and Vita's like, "Thank you, William." And in like out of your pointer finger, like exits the paperclip. It's like, I used this, and it came incredibly in handy.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Just fucking ball
All
my
right.
eyes out right there.
I'm gonna I'm gonna flash my light on wherever the fuck we are right now.
Sure. I think one of the first things that immediately catches your guys' attention is you hear this whirring of some kind of machinery, and you guys are standing in what seems to be a almost, a much more modern made, but dank, very dank and not very well kept hallway that, as you walk down, seems to be connected to some sort of sewage plant where it seems like the water is being taken care of. The hallway actually goes up about, a flight of stairs and up to a catwalk where you guys see... I'm going to pretend like I know what a sewage processing plant looks like. Where you see large, almost like cylinder shape machinery that about like 6 of them in this very large room that the catwalk looks down. Now, in this direction, towards this room, if you were to kind of spatially understand it, let's say you entered the door, and to your right was that dirt and everything. To your left is this big sewage processing room. In fact, you probably guessed that at that dead end, maybe it went down into like an almost floor drainage. That is where the water is entering here. And there are those large, almost like covered vat machines that are all connected through very complicated pipes, and you can almost see running above you, different pipes. You see a couple pressure gauges along the machines. You see an opposite catwalk that goes across it that most likely goes to a very different office. The lights, as beforehand, when you guys first entered, there weren't any lights, but in this room, there are a couple very dim fluorescent lights that seem to be at the top. It seems like nobody seems to be here currently, whether that is because of other reasons or supernatural, you're not quite sure. Possibly whoever might be here just might be on break, but you don't immediately sense anyone.
Anyone here?
Well, that's
Very
one way
smooth,
to solve
very
it.
smooth.
Guess not. Okay.
You know what? Hold
You
on.
were not expecting me to do that.
What? Why would you just do that and assume someone's like, "Oh yes, I'm here"?
I think that it kind of takes a second, and you guys hear Hold'em's voice echo through the chamber, through this very large metal room. And on the opposite, and if you look ahead, your catwalk eventually seems to enter a hallway that goes in 2 different directions. And farther down, there's most likely an office, as there are windows that almost look down on the different machinery and piping. And you hear, like, like a few moments after the echoing of Hold'em's voice, you hear like almost like a stumbling and a clumsy dropping of papers, and you just hear, "Ow! Ow! Dang it! Hello?"
Okay, I guess you were right.
Hi.
And you wait a moment, and you see holding like just a mess of papers is this one man who seems to he's a little bit shorter than average, a bit, but he's very skinny, and he has this very messy hair, and glasses that aren't quite big enough for his head, and he is wearing what seems to be an almost like janitorial type outfit with a few with what is the thing that like you could attach to your keys, but you could attach like key cards and things like that. He has that hanging around his neck with
Lanyard?
Yeah, a lanyard around his neck with what seems to be a laminated card there, and he's also wearing very heavy boots that almost look like they are like 3 sizes too large. And he comes around and he enters onto the opposite catwalk, and he goes, "What? Who are you?"
Who are you?
Hey, we're should I do like we're like sewer people? We're sewer people. Here to take your sewage.
What?
Ah!
Okay. I
Look, now that he's disarmed and
What was he
confused,
armed
we can
with?
approach him. No, like not philosophically, emotionally disarmed. Since I said something weird, we can approach him more kindly. We got lost down here. We're trying to figure out our way through.
What were you doing down in the sewers?
It's a really long story.
We're just trying to find a clown.
That's not very funny. That movie scared me a lot.
Is it because you work in a sewer?
A little.
Yeah.
What are he almost like seems a little tired, like he like just woke up, as if like you guys like entering like woke him from like a midday or mid-evening nap that he definitely should not have been having. And he, among all the other papers, he is trying to collect them all, and he seems to have a clipboard there. Can I get your names, please? And Deputy Freeman steps up and actually flashes his badge, and he says, "Hello, my name's Deputy Dennis Freeman. I'm sorry to barge into your place of work like this, but we're here with kind of grabs his his belt like a official police business." Oh, okay. And you see him like grab his clipboard. Deputy Dennis Freeman. Okay, I just got I just don't want to get in trouble for having people down. I get you. We'll be in and out. It'll be no problem. Okay. And he kind of looks over the whole group, because usually you guys definitely don't look like other police officers or like any people that would be like, "Yes, I'm here to check the sewage." It just looks like just people that definitely aren't dressed to go sludging through the sewers.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Does he see Junior?
I think Junior's a little small, and I think you guys are at a distance enough where he doesn't see him currently, because you guys are a large enough group. And he's like, okay. I got that written down. Can I get your badge number too? I heard that's a good thing to have, and Dennis shares it. He's like, okay. Well, if you need anything, I will be in my office. and he walks back across the catwalk.
Could we, you got a map?
Sure. Hold on a second. And you see him kind of like fumble with the papers again. As he actually grabs a piece of paper and he grabs a he just grabs a marker and he just starts to draw on the piece of paper kind of where you guys are, which I'm doing right now. So if you guys give me a moment.
Take your time.
It's okay. Take your time.
It's okay, take your time. Hi, everybody. This is Matt Walsh, and it's been a little bit. How you guys doing? So, first of all, the map that we drew during the break, I made sure to put down in the description for you guys, so you can follow along for the second half of the episode. Additionally, for the Virtual Ball Boys Football League, we've not only drafted our teams, but we put them together, and they are available on our Virtual Ball Boys Twitter, and should be going up on our Instagram right now as well. So you'll be able to see what teams have come together and visually see who will be working together with who. Our intro and outro music was by our own Havana Music, with additional music by Louis Zong. I also wanted to ask you guys to please rate us on whatever program you're using. Please. Please. Also, if you guys could, I'm just going to get real close. If you guys could do me a favor, if you guys could tweet at Chris and ask him why during this episode of Table Party we acted out a 20-minute scene of Cliff eating lunch, I just think that would be really funny. Especially if enough people did it, and just to see how long it would take him to catch on that this is where it's from. Alright, thanks guys, love you.
Hey folks, this is Kelsey, and you're listening to the Table Party Podcast. Now let's get back to the party.
For a second, the meme Kelsey just shared just made me was like, wait, this is the map?
Wait, did I put it in the wrong group?
No.
No, you
Oh.
just put it in.
No, it was just my mind, like, the first thing went to that, because we were waiting
This
for
is
the
the
map.
map?
I just see pizza on pineapple.
It's the meme about pineapple on pizza and then putting pizza on pineapple. Yes, this is the map to the sewer. Yeah, he kind of like draws that out and then comes he actually goes like around the corner down the hallway towards you guys and then comes down the catwalk and then hands it to Mr. Freeman, and he says, "Okay, yeah, you guys entered on the bottom right here. You see that? You know, you entered the sewer. This dot is kind of where you guys are. My office is, you know, a little like, if you make like a left, you know, it's up there. And yeah, so if you guys keep heading straight, you should see a staircase that'll lead you right out onto the surface. And yeah, and those arrows, that's just the, if you guys are here to do maintenance or investigate or, I don't know. I feel like I didn't watch enough police shows to know what's going on here. That's just kind of the flow of the sewage into the plant, and how they, you know, and the machines that filter it. And yeah,
Cool.
That's my office. Is if you make that left and then you go straight, it's in the bigger, larger area over there. We have the other rooms, but yeah, that's pretty much it.
I appreciate you, bud, and I'm gonna hand him a promotional card to Shiver Me Timbers.
Oh, wow!
As a little gift.
Would you look at this? And he kind of holds
Yeah,
it
it's
up
not-
to the light.
Yeah, they don't let me give out like a ton of stuff, but like that'll like match 20% of your first deposit. So if you like put in if you buy $100 worth of chips, you'll get $120 kind of deal.
Wow! All right. I'm not much of a gambling kind of guy myself, but this is kind of exciting. I just might have to stop by.
Yeah, it'll be a fun night out.
You know who this
Yeah.
reminds me of?
What?
Fran Drescher.
Oh my god.
Thank you, Peter.
And
yeah,
God.
he takes it and he's like,
Lois.
okay, if you need anything, you just let me know. Oh, yeah. All right, what would you guys like to do?
I feel like we enter this and we were like, let's get in here, and now I'm like, what the fuck are we supposed to do? Because the only thing I can think about now is the people that might be tracking us at the moment, the two parasite people and also this rat monster. I kind of wish the scientist stayed because I kind of want to ask what the fuck was the rat monster.
You can go back to him. He's only like around the corner.
Yeah, why not?
Because how if he works down here, he has to know that that's a thing. Yeah, I'll go ask
Can
him.
I also get somebody to roll a investigate a mystery?
I can do it if no one else wants to, but
What?
what's your sharp?
My sharp
plus 2.
I'm +2 also, so it doesn't matter to me.
One of you two.
Jeremiah, you do it.
3.
I have 0.
I only have +1.
Is that what is it? A 2d6?
Mhm.
Yep.
Oh no, I almost said a 2d20, which would have not made any sense. So that's a 10.
Okay. With
Hell
a
yeah.
10, you are going to investigate a mystery. And you get to
Ooh.
hold 2.
Are you okay? Did someone
Wait.
just put their finger up your ass?
I was
What is happening?
What happened?
Is
I was
Skylar
trying to-
there?
No, I was trying to find the question, so I was just stalling for time. So I was like, let's see if we can
So
find the question.
he stuck his
And I
finger
was
up his ass to stall.
Because though
I
he
stepped-
he just all of a sudden just like, let's see if we can find like something happened.
Okay.
I actually just
Um,
stepped into the bath,
Oh, I see.
Just forgive me if this is done. My hold 1 from earlier. Do I still have that, or do we use that?
Oh shit! Yeah, you still have that.
So which one was that? That was also to investigate a mystery, right?
That one was to. That one was to read a bad situation, I think.
Okay. So am I still holding on to it?
You know what? Yeah, well.
Okay.
I'll give you that.
Okay. But so we're gonna do these questions, and we get to pick a one.
So I'm realizing that last time it was an investigative mystery because I remember you rolled higher than 10 and you got to hold 2, and just now you rolled. What did you roll in total?
10.
So yeah, you have 3 investigative mystery holds now.
Okay. So I'm opening it up to the team.
So wait, when you say holds, does
So
that
you can
mean...
ask 3 of those questions.
Well, does that mean like 4 overall questions or just 3 overall questions?
3.
Okay.
Because last time you rolled and you got 2, and we only used 1, and then you got the 2 from this time.
Okay.
Oh,
All right, so this is wait, hold on. This is investigative mystery, right?
Yes.
I thought this was read a bad
Okay.
situation.
No, this is investigative mystery.
Investigative mystery.
Okay. Okay, because I thought that GoCubs just said that if I roll a complete success at a 10, I get 3.
Yeah, that was.
Oh, is investigative mystery only 2?
Yeah, investigative mystery is only 2.
My bad.
Oh, okay. All right, that's fine. I'm just keeping it straight.
It is
All
weird
right.
that plus 10 is one of them is a 2 and one of them is a 3, but
No worries. We're going to move forward. So we can ask 3 questions now, or we can just figure out one, but I want to open it up to everybody's interpretation of what to do.
I mean, if Walsh kind of just sprung this on us, so I think the more general questions to figure out what the fuck is going on will be the better ones.
That's fair.
So like what happened here,
Yeah.
what is being concealed here, I think might be the 2 that I would go with.
Yep.
I like what is being concealed here.
Sure.
All right.
sure. So, as you guys are moving forward and kind of exploring through this sewage processing plant, Jeremiah, I think you get a glance at the map and you notice the one part on it that just has an X there, as if there's supposed to be more there, but you're not quite sure what's going on there. And you see down that hallway, and it looks like the hallway itself looks kind of fine, but it looks like some caution tape has been thrown up. And as it is dark down that hallway, if you guys still have Hold'em's light up, you guys can actually see that at the bottom of this hallway, or this tunnel, because it is underground, it seems like the floor itself has given out. And that this hallway has kind of just been closed.
Cool.
Cool.
And all of our spatial awareness people out there, this would be around the area that whole dirt tunnel was.
So that's what Junior might have saw.
Junior came back through, but that's around where that tunnel would have led you.
Okay.
Do you want to ask another question?
You can hold on
Yeah.
to 2 if you want, but
I don't know. I'm kind of like, I'm just vibing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm kind of like, I kind of want to fight something, but I kind of also don't want to die.
Well, we
or
could just go what happened here.
yeah, what happened here I think is just general.
okay, Mr. DM. What happened
Sure.
here?
So with what happened here, I think the science janitorial staff man down here, he sees you guys looking over and he kind of steps back over, almost startles you guys from behind. Oh, hey, yeah, I just put an X there. I wasn't here when it happened, but it seems like part of one of the tunnels kind of collapsed. It just leads to another part of the sewage on the other side, but it's like almost like it just kind of fell. I wasn't here for it. I got the old boss telling me not to let anybody down there. It's kind of a stick in the mud, but yeah. So I'd kind of avoid that area. And he kind of like gestures like with his neck out, like, no, it's not too good. But yeah, I haven't taken too close of a look at it myself. And you almost see now like this is as if this is his first time kind of thinking about it. Like I don't really know what happened, but I really just kind of stay in the office. I just make sure all the levels are good. And yeah, so unless you're here to investigate that, in which case I'm I'm a little curious myself. But yeah, he takes out a flashlight and he points it down the hallway. And you guys now get a even better look at it. It looks as if, part of the floor and the wall has kind of collapsed. More likely because the structure itself wasn't planned to have, it's planned to be built on solid ground. But it is almost like there was a gap underneath that either formed or had just happened to be there that caused the tunnel to collapse. Yeah, and he kind of looks down, and it looks like it only goes down probably about 8 feet. And it is almost like another tunnel or room that seems to go underneath it. Yeah, I've been, told by the big boss not to go down there. It's kind of keep people out, but, I see you guys with the police. So I will let you guys do what you gotta do. Oh, I don't know if I introduced myself. My name is Mr. Strupp. My name is Jimothy Strupp. So, you need anything, you just let Jim know, alright?
Is it strep, like strep throat?
No, it's Strupp, like S-T-R-U-P.
Strupp.
Strup. Okay, Jimothy
Yeah.
Strup. Nice to
Yeah,
meet you.
like you've been struck by a smooth criminal.
Okay.
Thank
Clever.
you, thank you, Jimothy. Thank you, Jimothy.
you,
We'll talk to you later. Thanks.
Alright.
we all
Thank you,
immediately
Jimothy.
try to get away from him as soon as possible.
Okay.
Okay, so we do have a third thing. I
Can I-
kind of
I'm
want to
sorry.
ask. Okay.
Sorry. This can be cut out because I don't think this is content that's safe for work. But I just anytime we say a new name like that, I'm like, is this a reference to something? So I googled Jimothy Strupp, and it
It's
says
not a reference to anything.
okay, but then it says, did you mean Jimothy Syrup? But then the first thing is Garfield Dog Semen comic strip. Know your meme. What is that?
Wow.
What? What the fuck?
Alright, I need to see
All
what
right,
this
hold
is.
on. I'm just gonna send.
Private browser mode, folks. Private.
Oh,
Browser
I just
mode.
clicked on it. I don't give a shit. Hold
No,
on.
I did too. But
Yeah,
my
I guys
can
see
computer's
whatever they
loading
want.
very slowly.
Oh, okay. I have seen this comic strip.
I'm not even gonna. I don't want context, so I'm just gonna leave it as like my happy little imagination.
Oh
Okay.
no!
Is it anything like
Alright.
the oven, the cold food of a hot eat the food?
No.
No,
It's actually
just
kinda funny.
bizarre context. Just weird. Yeah, it's just weird. Okay, sorry. I just had to ask if anybody knew about it because I didn't know what was going on, and I think that's really funny that that's literally the first hit if you Google Jimothy Strupp.
You know what? That's about appropriate for this character.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
yeah. Hey, Doctor, are you a fan of Garfield, the Garfield comic books?
And we're back.
You
And
actually
we're
go over to his office, and you see on the desk is just like a whole bunch of Garfield memorabilia.
Fantastic.
no.
Fantastic.
But like,
I'm
I don't
so-
even know why that's associated. Like, I'm having trouble finding out why. That's
I
a
have
hit,
no
but-
idea either. That is so strange.
Yeah. Okay.
What,
You know what? This is a good vibe for us. I like it.
So what I was gonna ask, can we now turn our attention back to that giant rat creature that was chasing us
yeah.
into the story? Because I think that we need to ask where did it go? Or
Or where did it come from?
where did it kinda Joe? But like
That didn't even rhyme.
well, I think it's among it's like D&D questions that basically not D&D questions, investigate questions that lead to Conrad Joe. Anyways, I'm just trying to figure out like the fucking if this dude knows if the monster is there, if he has any fucking
Well-
knowledge.
You can just ask him.
Cliff,
It doesn't have to be a
it's
question.
okay, man.
I'm not actually Cliff right now. I'm just
Cliff, it's
William,
okay.
did you-
Calm down, Cliff.
William, did you get any vibes from the rat monster?
To be honest, I didn't think of looking.
Okay.
Do you want to try to do a radar now and see if you can kind of get a feel on where it is?
Yes.
Sure. I will. You know what? I will even give you this because you had a good roll earlier last time on being able to sense where that stuff is. It seems like the monster or the creature has moved away from the door and has gone back up the sewage tunnel away from you guys, and seems to be moving away. But you do sense that the two other figures are still moving through the sewers.
Does that like?
But it does, and but you also get the sense that the mother, that you guys have to continue to move north, and that it is still underground.
Okay, so we can't move north without going above ground.
Well, there is also another hole in the ground that seems to lead somewhere else.
Right. So that was going to be the next point. The next thing I pointed towards.
I feel like we're playing a literal game of shoots and ladders.
A little bit.
We got
Who wants-
stairs or hole.
Who wants to go in the hole?
Well, Cliff, did you want to ask Mr.
Yes.
Jimothy about the rat monster?
Oh yeah.
Yes, let me ask Dr. Strupp, #1 Garfield fan.
Sure, sure. You see him at his desk, and he's kind of just like flipping through his. He has a Garfield calendar, but it looks like he hasn't taken a single day off of it because he just likes to look through the comic strips.
Oh, okay. Dr. Struck,
Oh, I'm not a doctor. It's more like I just kind of feel like a professional janitor at this point.
Okay. Mr. Strupp, do you by any chance know any sort of creature or creatures living like right next door to this facility in the sewers? Like, are you aware of any sort of, rat, just rats? Do you know if there's a lot of rats, if there's maybe a collection of rats that become an issue?
He has the most confused look on his face, and he is like, I mean, at first I thought you were talking about maybe like a sewer gator living in the sewers, but you don't really get those out in the desert. But I mean, now that you brought up rats, rats used to be a pretty big problem down here. But I haven't really seen too many around in a while. I don't know. I just kind of thought that they kind of moved along, but I haven't seen anything.
Have you been hearing any weird noises or anything in the sewers? Like something loud, big, moving around in the sewers?
Not too much. I know sometimes, some other employees, they might go out to get like a sample before it's filtered. Or I know my boss has been out there, but usually he tells everybody to kind of keep to the office. I don't really move too much from the office. It's kind of just like an off day here. There's not too many people stationed right now. In fact, I was supposed to be off today, but I guess too many people requested off, so now I'm kind of stuck here, which so annoying.
Is there a special day about today, or is it just a lot of people said they didn't want to work today?
Nah, I think just because it's like a Saturday, but
yeah,
nah, just a little understaffed employee. I mean, if I'm being honest with you guys, I was kind of a. And then he remembers you guys were with a cop. Like, I mean, I was not sleeping earlier. I was fully vigilant.
Okay. By any chance, is there a roll to check if someone is lying? I mean, I doubt he is, but I just want to double check that.
Let me think.
Because I think of like perception checks or something.
Insight
or insight. Yeah.
Just give me a roll plus sharp.
Okay. That is a 9 flat.
9 flat. I will say it does seem like he's telling the truth. He doesn't actually seem very good at lying when he's like,
Okay.
I was not sleeping.
That's true. That should have been maybe the key.
But I will also say, based on his story as well, if you had to guess based on his description of his boss might be a parasite. Being a stick in the mud and being someone who's like trying to close off these areas. And this guy just might be a weirdo in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Can I just tell you that, like, we absolutely, I am, like, earlier when Goku was just like, wow, this went on for way longer than I thought it would, that we're on episode whatever it is. And right now, with our, like, detective skills, I'm like, wow, we're alive still. Wow, I'm surprised. Like, that's where I'm at right now. I'm like, whoa, okay. We did good, guys. Good.
Thinking about the whodunit mystery that was mostly just like, let me lay on the floor with our main suspect.
And then, like, all three of us, it just cuts to all four of us going, oh, like at the end, like, everything's done, everything's burnt down to the ground.
Like,
right,
you really had to explain that one.
Yeah, we're like, and then he's just like, and that was the mother. We're like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, so the Greyhound was a parasite. I was like,
oh.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I just thought of something.
What is that?
I thought of a sitcom kind of deal.
For us?
No, for you know how it's just How I Met Your Mother, but with Vita and the mother.
God damn it.
Met Your Mother.
Oh, can that please be a promo for something?
You guys killing parasites. Whatever happened to predictability?
Who's Neil Patrick Harris in this equation?
William.
Probably. Oh, I was gonna say Jeremiah.
Oh, that's flattering.
But he is meeting his mother, so I do think it's William.
That's true.
Or
Is
it Jeremiah?
Would William not be the kids?
No, it's Junior.
That's
Junior.
Junior's
Okay.
the guy from Wizard of Waverly Place that sits there.
Yeah.
I would just like to remind everybody that we have a storm over our Illinois boys, and we should probably keep going.
Yeah.
All
right.
right. And the other thing I will also give you is this guy doesn't seem to be a parasite, especially based on the idea that most parasites, they show people that are
void of personality completely.
What?
They're like void of personality completely.
Usually, yes. They show very little emotion, things like that. Like, it's almost like the SpongeBob, like, how to identify a robot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So now, to me... Sorry, this is not to impede progress right now, but I'm just trying to get my shit together here. We now know of 3 humans who've become parasites, for sure, that are still alive.
We've never met this guy's boss, though. She could also just be, like, a jerk.
I'm gonna trust if Walsh is giving it.
You mean we're gonna trust this guy? Alright, fine.
So to me, I think it's right now. We know it's the sheriff that Dennis Freeman was talking about. We know it's we think it might be the boss of this guy, and then there was a third one.
The rat thing? I will also reiterate to you guys have no idea how long these parasites have been coming out the dirt.
Oh, I know. I know, and I know there's more than what we're naming. I'm just trying to kind of track what we know.
Yeah, to track you know, you assume this rat thing is something. You assume that the sheriff and that criminal are parasites.
Right, the criminal,
maybe
that's
even
right.
This
that's
guy's boss, especially if he was like, don't go down in the direction where parasites were coming out.
Okay, so that's 4 then.
Okay. All right. Do we want to go down the hole?
Let's go down the hole. Let's just make a decision.
Let's shoot.
Let's go down the hole. Shoot. It will be the shoot of the 2
Shoots.
ladders.
Doing the shoots. All right. Thank you, Strup.
Thanks, Rob.
Yeah, no problem.
As we're bouncing, as we're jumping in like it's a fucking Mario pipe.
Sure. As you guys make your way over to the tunnel, you go past the caution tape and over to the tunnel. And as you are, looking down towards it, does anybody? Dennis has his flashlight, but does anybody else have any light up?
My hand.
All right, you put your hand back up. I assumed you turned it off for Mr. Strupp.
Yeah, I just palmed it.
Yeah.
Closed my hands on it.
Yeah.
Do you need to roll use magic again?
No.
Okay.
As you are, you make your way down, it looks like a very, almost like well-carved tunnel that seems to run perpendicular to the tunnel that you are currently in, running almost north and south. And as you bring your light down, it almost looks like from where you are, the walls and floor of this entire chamber seem to have this strange reddish, almost metallic hue to it. You guys going in?
Yes.
I mean, do
Yeah.
we really have much of a choice?
I would say it's easy enough, especially if you guys help one another in. The walls themselves are very, almost like, they're very hard and very solid. It isn't like, like a simple kind of dirt. You guys can see a bit farther down using Hold'em's, far light, that you see a little patch of some dirt and rocks that might have been where you could have climbed in, but because you guys went through this sewage, you managed to avoid that and managed to make sure that the rat creature did not follow you any further. And as you are looking around this tunnel, it is almost this shiny crimson red that runs all the way north. And even knowing how far Hold'em's light goes, this spotlight, it doesn't show just how far this thing goes. And about 10 feet up in the crimson tunnel, you can see something, as opposed to the rest of this tunnel, which seems very circular and solidified, you see something else just almost bumping out of the left side. And as you move slightly closer and move your light onto it, you can see the outline almost molded into this crimson wall, dressed in what must be some kind of hazmat suit, but almost vacuum sealed to the skeleton, is the corpse of someone that has been fused into the wall. Table Party's been brought to you by Team Chaos Productions. Find us on Twitter at The Table Party and at Team Chaos Pods, or on Instagram at Team Chaos Productions. See you again soon.
That's pretty sus.
Okay.
Been a while since we've had this shit.